Real quick, before we get started, I wanted you to just take a look at this. Do you think it is real? And if so, what type of creature would this be? Let me know in the comments. Welcome back to Monstertrailcams, and today I have a great episode for you with a bunch of clips, so relax, get ready to enjoy, and remember, send all of your clips in to monstertrailcams@gmail.com. Now, with any further ado, I think last I said, I'm at like 88% believability? Let's see if that changes. Check this one out. Look at that. I don't know if this is AI or not, but look at the shadows. See, look, I'm going to stop it like right here. Hold on. Look at the shadow. I mean, come on. Like, can AI do shadows? Somebody answer that in the comments. I mean, it's like a bear mixed with a wolf. Look at the shadow behind it. I count 5 toes, 5 paws, whatever. It seems kind of legit. I don't want to sound like an idiot because it could be totally fake. But then as it turns, look, the shadow turns with it. That's the only thing I kept staring at in this photo. I was like, the shadow, it's real. And I guess there was a huge light to the right, and that's why you see that light. But I don't know, I think this is a banger clip to start off with, but it could be absolutely trash and absolutely fake Steve. And Steve, you know, I love you, Steve. You know, Steve is like, you don't want to be Steve, but like we can go back and forth and we're friends. But you definitely don't want to be a Vince. You know what I mean? Like Steve is good. Vince, you don't want to be a Vince, okay? Just to let you guys know. But yes, as this thing continued, I don't know, tell me what you think. Now, this was sent in from Scott from Monsters from Maine. Go check out his YouTube channel. Last week, he got mad at me because I haven't posted it yet. It takes time, man, all right? But here it is. Check these sounds out. Thank you for sending that in, Scott. Let me know when you got more. Also, if you guys haven't checked out Mr. E-Files, my storytelling channel, if you like unsolved, unexplained mysteries, true crime thrillers, and paranormal, then go check it out today. It might be something you love. Plus, a huge collab is coming up, so just check it out. Okay, guys, this next one was sent in as well, and take a look. It's quick, right? It's quick, and I know some people are probably saying AI here. I slowed it down, but like I said, if there's a 1% chance it's real, I'm gonna play it for you guys. I'm trying to bring you guys new clips. I just hope you appreciate that. I personally think this might be doctored, but then again, I don't know. If this is real, I'm scared. I don't know what to tell you, Steve. This is scary stuff, but this is really slowed down right now. In fact, I might even have it paused, but let's try to get a good look. I mean, the fingers look legit. The hand looks legit. That does not look like a person in a suit to me, but the head just looks scary. I don't know. What do you think? Now, this one's very interesting. This is supposedly some type of like alien being that was captured, okay? I couldn't find the OG poster on this, but this is scary too. I mean, unless it's a person wearing a really good mask, then, you know, of course, all these could be fake for all I know. But this is interesting. Take a look at that face. What if you came across that face in the middle of the night in a street, in an alley somewhere in, you know, Seattle to New York? You'd scream. Admit it, Steve. Jeez. Don't be a Vince. Seriously, though, this is absolutely crazy. If this is real. Absolutely crazy. I mean, look, you got it spazzing out here for a second. I think I slowed it down, though. Yeah, because this thing spazzes out like within a second, but I slowed it down so you can kind of see the movements it's making. This was all like in 1 second. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And while we're on the subject of aliens or rake beans or whatever, you see that skinny little bean thing? What the heck is that, guys? Because this looks like a legit, you know, video to me. Like, I don't, this is definitely not AI. Okay, I can tell you for a fact this is not AI. The lighting's way too perfect. Shadows are perfect on everything. But this could be a hoax. This could absolutely be a hoax. But there's video to it a little bit too. But here are the screenshots. Look at that thing. Look how far the arms go down. Look at the head. It's got that bulb-like head. And it just moves in a creepy way, as you're about to see. Stuff like this, I actually hope is real. I hope I get to see this stuff one day, maybe from like 100 meters away, but I hope I get to see it. Now look. What do you think? I don't know. It moves really weird. It's kind of scary. Jeez, I really have no idea. Let me know if you've ever seen anything like this. Anything at all. Look at that. That's not human. That's not human, man. Come on. Real quick, I have a bone to pick with people. People online, even commenters, are saying this is a real alien, Dobby, whatever. No. There was a kid that came out with his mother and said that this is fake. Okay, so I don't want to hear any more, oh, have you seen that clip? No, it's fake. Now, after Bigfoot, Chupacabra was probably the second one I ever heard of. And here's just some pictures that I was able to compile. Something like this is, I don't know. I think this is a weird species of Australian dog, or it could be a Chupacabra. I think a Chupacabra isn't that big of a deal, to be honest. I think it's just something we missed. Something that there's only a few left. But I don't know. Some people say it could have magical powers. I don't know about that. But look at this one. This one's a little creepy. But that could just be a shaved, like, dog, right? I mean, so many people say, oh, that's a Chupacabra. What does that mean? Just like it's a weird dog that we haven't found out about yet? You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd like to see one, but I don't think there's huge interest in it. Let me know if I'm wrong. And then this one, this just looks like a coyote or something that has, you know, it hasn't eaten in a week. That's what this one looks like to me. I don't know. The face, I'll give it to you. The face looks weird, Steve. I'll give it to you, okay? But it's just, I don't even know where these are mainly found in. It's just, it is a little weird of a creature. I will give you that. But, I don't know. Then they got one in a cage right here. You would think that would be all over the news, all these in the cages, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, now this is crazy. This is supposed to be one of those, like, you know, New Jersey devil type things flying around. And I look at this picture and I immediately think this is BS. Anybody could create this, right? But there's a video that goes with it where I'm like, okay, is something like this legit? Look. What is that? It's like butterfly. That thing's like a dragon. If this isn't CGI, then we got some problems out here. Some's out here that ain't supposed to be out here. I'm telling you that right now. It looks like almost a kid, you know, making his first parachute wings trying to jump off the building. I don't know. And then a picture like this, it might be real. It might. I never thought I would say something crazy like this might be real, but it might. I don't know. Let me know in the comments right now if any of you, even one, have ever seen a creature like this. That way I know if it's BS or not. Or at least maybe real. I don't know. This video is crazy though. Whoever made it, good job. If it's a hoax, well done. Well done, sir. Okay, now we got these kids. Okay, and these kids, they're doing what kids do. They're going into abandoned, you know, shelters, looking around and stuff, abandoned houses. But they come across something maybe ancient and evil. And I don't even know if I believe in these things like the Wendigos and stuff like that. But this thing, regardless, is either right there. It's creepy, right? Or it's them playing a prank on us and that's one of their other friends with a mask on. But as I zoom in, look at that. It almost looks like a pig mask or mixed with a Yoda mask, mixed with an albino Yoda mask. Mixed with, I don't know. It's just, it does look like there's hair on the head too. I don't know. This almost looks like a cat that's standing upwards that's human sized. That would be scary. That would be scary. But do you think these creatures really do exist? There is lore about them. Here's the video. It's very quick. It ends right after these frames, which makes me think it is staged. But that's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. So take a good look. And just like this, I've shown this in the past, right? This thing jumping off the ledge. But now, once I, dialed the light up, look at it. You can see it go down and land. I never saw that the first time, so that's kind of crazy. Kind of scary too, wherever the hell this was taken. Something like jumps and then gets like sucked to the ground. Like, that's some Matrix moves right there, man. That's some Matrix moves. But this one is so crazy. Look at this. What is that? Oh, it's a fish. Is it? Is it? I've never seen any fish like that, Steve. That looks like something bioengineered or maybe made by, I don't want to give our government, the US government, any government too much credit. But look what it turns into. This is what's crazy. How? Look at that thing. It's got like a light or an eye in the front, and it almost looks like one of those type of squids, a black squid that opens up, as we'll see in a second. I mean, look at that. See how it started to open up? And look at that. Look at the lights, though. The lights look like RGB. And then it turns into that. This has got to be some crazy device that we have no idea about. Look at that. I don't know. Any guesses? Put them in the comments, because underwater surveillance system, maybe? I have no idea. None. I think it's cool, though, and I don't think it's fake. I really do not think this one's fake at all. I just have no idea what this could possibly be. Now, the credit on this one is unknown, unlike our next ones where we actually got some send-ins, and I want to thank you guys for continuously sending in your stuff. I love it. But this is truly creepy because I don't know about AI. I don't think AI could do this, maybe CGI, but this thing looks terrifying. It absolutely, like, when I saw this, I'm like, there's no way. I want to believe so bad, Steve. I do, but I don't know if this is true. I mean, look at that. That's straight out of a horror film. And then I started to notice, okay, wait a minute. This is one of those rare clips where this thing is not alone. So as we kind of pan over here to the left, I don't know if that thing on the right was a truck or whatever, but look at this. Look at this. It's like a horse standing up, but it's not. Look at the legs, though. The legs look weird. I don't know. People are going to say fake, AI, trash, fake, whatever, okay? It's for me to show you. Announce your departure. Please don't. Actually, that's annoying. But what do you guys honestly think about this? Let me know. Now, the next couple pictures on here are from NW Yeti Quest on YouTube. You should go follow them, subscribe right now. They're also going to be sending us great stuff. And on this one right here, we have what looks to be this furry creature. And as you can make it out, there's almost like this, orangish type head too. But this is very interesting when I saw this, because I was like, okay, this guy, I know for a fact he's the real deal, okay? He actually goes out and does this stuff himself. So this isn't, hey, I got this from a guy. This is straight from the source, okay? So I'm about to show the other picture that kind of enhances this, and this is where it gets really curious. So I want you guys to take a look at this as well. Tell me if you think what I'm thinking. Okay, he actually said he didn't see this when he actually captured it because it was a very bright day, as you could see in the last photo. But check this out. Not only do I think, I'm up to 86%. This might push it to 87%. I'm not kidding. Look up further right there. Look what it's walking to. In the distance, it looks like there could be 1, 2, even 3 other maybe Sasquatches. Maybe it's a whole family of Sasquatches. This is just crazy. But now let's go to the next picture. This next picture that he just sent me, he told me he's spotted over 20 of these. He's done a lot of research on these. It's basically trees that are not supposed to be, places that are turned upside down and literally pushed deep into the earth that no human could do it, right? And we know that this is a common sign from a Sasquatch. Now, I don't think I've told him this yet, but I actually really zoomed in on this picture for no reason at all. I just looked at the tree line. I was like, oh, playing tricks on myself, playing tricks. And then I saw this and I'm like, could that possibly be a Sasquatch's head with a smaller Sasquatch, a baby, being held in its arms? Just look for a second. Tell me what you guys think. Okay, what do you guys think about this? The credit here is unknown, but supposedly this came as an email and just said this was a Trailcam picture that I got. I'm pretty sure it's not a human. I think it's a Bigfoot. What do you think? That was it. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm being hoaxed right now. I don't know if that's somebody in, a uniform or a fake costume, whatever, right? But actually, I'm going to try to switch the, saturation and stuff real quick. Let's see if we can get a better look. Okay, I hired the brightness and lowered the contrast, and now I'm actually more convinced this doesn't look like somebody in a suit, in my opinion. This looks like somebody might have actually got a real trail cam. What this channel is about, they might have actually got a Bigfoot. And this, because of the horrible quality, I think this is probably, yep, I'm at 87%. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Two Sasquatch at close range. Actually, one is in the video. It's by New York Bigfooter.
And just to let you know, finding this channel has been such a lucky score, seriously, and we're just going to see some of the amazing pictures that they have. And then also, don't forget, either tomorrow or the next day, I'm dropping another one. I'm doing at least 3 a week now, so get ready.
The Sasquatch is behind a log and is watching these researchers escorting them out of the area. It confirms on many things: heavy brow ridge, huge nocturnal eyes, probably a coned head, observing from a strategic position, tree hiding, tree peeking, and of course escorting out of the area. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see a creature that looks something like this. It has kind of the coned head, heavy brow ridge, big eyes, long upper lip. We can't see that, but it looks like looks like this. Big, huge eyes, heavy crown. You'll see the little cone there. Let's first look at some of the research they've done. Well, they know how to spot territorial markers, which are, of course, the bigger they are, and this is similar to what gorillas do as well.
Real quick, yes, I have heard in the Sasquatch community that they make markers like this to say, hey, don't go this way or don't go any further, stuff like that. But what he just said was really interesting too. I think he just said that apes or some kind of gorillas also do this. I had no idea about that, so that's actually very interesting. Has anybody in the comments actually ever seen one of these? If you have, sound off, but let's continue.
They find footprints. This is a beauty. I think this is a 4x12, no, 13 by 4.5, and here's a 12x4. And they'll measure them. They'll find them. They look at the toes. They make sure they're flat. They're in line. This is good research. They'll cast the tracks, and then of course they'll excise them and clean them off. This is good research. So twice what they do is they catch wood knocking on their expeditions. One's a rock clock, but here's one in Marble Mountain expedition.
Again, I'm not running and stuff happens. Up this road, heading toward Paradise Lake, we have some banging. Can't really call it wood knocking. Sounds like two rocks being slammed together. 2 instances of it. Time check. a 2830. We're collecting snows. We've had some fun and games this morning. Hoping it happens again so we can catch it on camera.
A cold blast.
Actually, Tom's going to give a little hoop, see if we can get our friend up the road there to respond. But we've got something up this road. Something was just slamming some rocks together up there. It was definitely not wood. I mean, it was definitely stone on stone, and we are the only guys up here. And I can't think of any animal that's going to be banging two stones together. So, go for it, Bubby. There we go. There we go.
Here's wood knocking above the camp light. The two Sasquatch knocking at the same time, and the cameras turn on after the knocking has started.
Oh shit. Knock back. Boy, camera. I'm ready.
All right, now for the big show. Okay, something was tracking them on the hillside between the trees for quite a while, I think a couple miles. If you look up there, it's maybe something crosses between the trees, maybe not. Nothing is confirmable.
Now this is crazy. I actually want you guys to pause it right here and see if you can see it before we zoom in. Just try it.
But now the Sasquatch had worked ahead and they were in position to observe the creatures walking by. So here it is. You will need to see the enhancement to see it.
11 o'clock is over here, bro. Okay, where the bird just came from. Something big and brown. Just tooled into the trees.
Mind you, at this point, I didn't see anything, and I thought this video was a huge waste of time. But these guys, or whoever does this, they have incredible eyes, incredible ways of finding these things. Take a look.
See if I can flush it. Could be a bear. He said he saw something in those trees. Stop. Keep the camera on.
And now for the enhancement by researcher CXD4, and this is cool.
He said he saw something in those trees.
All right, now you see it right there. It's right there looking, and it is going to move, and it's looking to the right. It's looking at the three researchers that are on the path, looking the farthest one down the path, and it's going to look over toward them, and it's going to make it look, and you'll see both eyes looking square. You can kind of see the auburn cone on the back right there looking backwards, and it's going to make this nice turn up. Look a little higher, looks to the right. It's going to look back over toward the camera.
If anybody can do this type of work, I'd like to hire you or at least feature you on the channel, because like stuff like this is truly amazing. I mean, like I said, I've already gone up a point in this episode to 87%. I can't do 2 in 1 episode. I mean, what do you want me to do, Steve? But wow, I mean, just I would never have spotted that in a million years. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, I see both eyes. Look at that. You see the little different color of the hair? There it is. Yeah. Beautiful. Wonderful job, guys. Incredible. Saw the one, and then there it is. Now, observing from a concealed position is what they do. So you can look at lots of the photos here. You can see one that's behind the tree. It's a little bit back there. Here's one from Oklahoma this last year. But now we've seen this before. The number 9 fascinate blinking eye is phenomenal. So Tim is walking along, and he gets within about 50 feet of one. And you can see right there, that shadow. It's right there, and there's the eye. And it's glowing because it has its beat a minute, and it's blinking, and you can see it blink. That's what it is. It's escorted him out of the area, and CXD4 has done this really cool enhancement. So now it's nice and stable, and you can see those blinks as it's there. And there it is. It's blinking. It's looking at you. You can see the nose. That is a great, great video.
Guys, you might want to actually rewind this part. I mean, maybe you don't have to. I had to rewind it a couple times to see what they were looking at, but then it's like one of those puzzles or things you got to train your eyes on. It's like once you see it, you're like, oh my god, it's right there in front of my face. That's like the most real looking thing I've ever seen. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So if you don't see it this time, just rewind it, and believe me, after a couple times you will see it.
And that's what they do. They're watching. The reason you can't find them is because they've already found you. Here's another one by Fasano.
I had to look at this one a couple times as well, but this dude just skips over this one and the next one that I'm going to show in like a second. I'm like, no, slow down. I need to see this. And like, it's crazy. Like I said, adjust your eyes, and once you see it, and you're like, whoa, how are they getting this good of footage? And it all looks legit, to me at least. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments right now if you think this is horrible and it's nothing at all, or if this is actually the real deal and these guys are doing their damn job. Please, let me know that in the comments. But look at this, and we're going to transition into the next clip right now.
It's peaked up, and of course there's one a week later. It's not.
Now, this one was from exactly a week later, and I don't see this one as much as I saw the other ones. I mean, I definitely see a face, but I'm a little confused. So if people in the comments can tell me what exactly I'm looking at here, that would be awesome, because I think I see the body and legs, so I'm just not sure what's above the head, or unless it's that tall. Let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching again. Okay, time for the email. Okay, this is a crazy one, and the subject line was "Caught this thing behind my rig." And it starts out saying, "Hey, Monstertrailcams. My name's Jake L. I'm a long-haul trucker based out of Washington State." Well, that's just where I think something like this would be found. But been running solo routes for the last 17 years. A couple weeks ago, I was hauling up near Tenasket. Real remote area. Dirt road access only, mostly forest. I've used that spot a few times to take some short breaks. It's not a rest area or anything official, but there's an old pull-off where somebody's got a shed tucked back off the tree line. I've talked to the landowner once before. Guy said he keeps a Trailcam back there to catch trespassers or wildlife. He lets a few of us drivers use the area if we're respectful. Anyway, I stopped around 2:30 a.m. to tighten a strap and use the woods. Truck was running, hazards were on. I stepped out and felt that immediate tension. You know, the kind you feel in your chest, like you're being watched. And I didn't see anything at first, because also it was dead quiet. But I noticed one of the trail cams had been rotated, like almost it had been bumped. That's when I pulled out my phone and snapped a picture, just in case someone or something was creeping around. One of the shots had this in the background. I don't know what kind of animal has a face like that, and I've been all over this country, from swamps in Louisiana to the mountains in Idaho. Never seen anything like this. So please, feel free to share this. I just needed to get this off my chest. Jake L., Okanogan County, Washington. Now, this is why I might believe Jake, just because this is a crazy story. But let's take a look at the picture.